Hello, dear friends. Myself, Dr. K.N. Gaikwad, Department of Botany, KTHM College, Nasik. We have started the subject taxonomy of angiosperms and plant ecology. Under that, we have already completed credit first. In credit first, we have studied introduction to angiosperm taxonomy. Then second chapter was systems of classification, and third, study of plant families. In study of plant families, we have completed 8 families. Now today we are going to study the second credit and chapter number 4, that is the botanical nomenclature. Under that, we have to study here concept, history of botanical nomenclature. Now in this topic, we have to study here concept of nomenclature, brief history, binomial nomenclature, international code for nomenclature of algae, fungi and plants. This is the short form of International Code of Nomenclature, that is ICN. Principles, advantages, rules and recommendations. Now we have studied that taxonomy deals with the study of identification, naming and classification of plants. The art of naming of object is known as nomenclature. We often say that what is there is in name, but life would become strange and chaotic without names. In fact, the beginnings of all wisdom is to call things by their correct names. The nomenclature may be defined as the system of naming of plants. After correct determination of new plant or new taxon based upon some morphological, anatomical, physiological characteristics, it becomes very essential to give a scientific name. The name of taxon is given following the rules of International Code of Botanical Nomenclature (ICBN). With the help of this procedure, one can communicate the discovery of the world. So many new plants may be known to the scientific world by the exploration of new areas. These plants are then included in the list of existing flora. The rules of plant naming are constructed by the Congress, that is International Botanical Congress, held at different intervals in different places. Now let us see brief history of botanical nomenclature. Plant nomenclature may be defined as the system of naming plants. After determination of new taxon, it becomes essential to give a scientific name based on the characters. Before the mid-18th century, botanical names were in the form of short descriptive pages and they were very difficult. For example, polynomials. The presently known plant, Sida acuta. Sida is the genus, acuta is the species, and Burr is the name of author. Was named by Plucknett as Althea, Coromandella, Augustus, Prolongis, Hollis, Semini, Bicarnia. This is the scientific name before the botanical nomenclature. And this name is very difficult to understand or to speak. Similarly, another example is that Strichons, Nux omica, L. Strichons is genus, Nux is the species, omica variety, and L is the lineage, authority. The old name was, or it was known, Strichonis, Hollis, Olis, Calu, Enermi. Similar type of naming is available in the earlier verse of Carolus Linnaeus, 1707 to 1778. This polynomial system served as the label and the diagnosis of taxa. These two aspects later on proved to be contradictory and therefore Linnaeus separated them. According to the review of work by one of the scientists, Chuti, in 1912 on origin and evolution of binomial system of nomenclature in botany. Caspar Bovin, 1560 to 1624, this is the lifespan of that scientist, was the first to implement the two-name system, that is binomial naming system. Though he is not consistent in its use. Later on, this track was chosen by Carolus Linnaeus, who used first of all binomials for the plant described in his Species Plantarum. Species Plantarum is nothing but the published book by Carolus Linnaeus. It was published in 1753 and later verse. Latin is used binomial nomenclature, Latin language, but the ICBN gives one liberty for selecting name of taxa from any language or source, but instead that they are deemed to be Latin. The binomial nomenclature is the system where naming a plant consists of two words. The first name is nothing but the generic name and second name is nothing but the specific name. That's why there is a name binomial. Bi means two. Every plant body is having the two names. First is genus and second is the species. The first one is the generic name and second one is the specific name. Both the names together form a binary or binomial name. In a binomial name, only the generic name should start with capital letter and all others in small letters. After selecting the name of particular plants, it must be added with the name of the author. If the author's name is too long, it should be mentioned in abbreviated form. The names of plants are written in Latin language. The scientific name of, that is the Latin name of paddy, that means rice plant, is Oryza satava. Now in this name, first letter of genus is capital here and other letters are small letters. O capital, R by Z are small letters. And this is the species, sativa. The first letter and all letters should be here small. The first letter is nothing but the first word is nothing but the generic name and second one is nothing but the specific name. To complete the name, the author's name is abbreviated form should be added at the end. So the complete scientific name of paddy is Oryza sativa and Linnaeus. Linnaeus, L is the short form of Carolus Linnaeus. That means it indicates the name of Linnaeus, who has given the name, or who first of all describe the plant and give the name. This is the method how to write the scientific name of any plant body. Binomial should be typed in Latin italic type, or in case of handwriting, both generic and specific epithets should be underlined separately. Now, for example, I have written here the name of mango plant, that is Mangifera indica. If it is in Latin language, there is no need to give the underline. For example, Mangifera and indica, this is the Latin word. And if you write in simple language, Mangifera indica, there is a separate line under genus and separate line under the species. That means this is the underline under the Mangifera and this is the underline under the indica. And here is the L. L should be there, that is the authority. Now let us see next point. What are the different advantages of binomial nomenclature? Now this system has allowed used to avoid descriptive phrases as were used previously. and these names are very short and very convenient to understand. This is the first advantage. Second advantage is that binomial names are universally accepted and they are very effective for communication and dissemination of knowledge. Third advantage is that these names are uniform throughout the world and widely used. These names are methodical, adequate, and governed by certain rules and regulations. Another advantage is that they avoid confusion and do not mislead. These names are written uniformly in a specific manner as prescribed by International Code of Botanical Nomenclature Congress. It is most convenient, effective, and suitable method for naming the plants. And after giving the names, the binomial names of plants are stable. Every names are governed by definite set of rules and regulation, strictly followed by the every taxonomist all over the world. These names are easy to follow, understand, and use. And as previously I described you, the previous names was very long. Vice versa, the binomial names are very short, very distinctive, and in meaning. They are very easy to remember and rank indicative. Hence, these names have become more popular as compared to others. These names also express the features of plant. For example, polygala, meaning more milk. Hygrophila, meaning living marshy habitat. Aquatica, that means living in water. Or indica, origin of the plant is in India. Americana, origin of plant is America. Now these are some advantages of ICL, International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. Now, next point is that International Code for Nomenclature of Algae, Fungi and Plants. Earlier, in 17 different conferences of International Botanical Congress were held. The rules of botanical nomenclature were updated time to time in every subsequent conferences. So, for in all last 17 different conferences, rules of nomenclature constantly updated. The 15th International Botanical Congress held in Melbourne, that means in Australia, in July 2011, made a number of very significant changes in the rules governing what has long been termed botanical nomenclature. The rules that govern the scientific naming of algae, fungi, and green plants are revised at nomenclature section meeting at successive international botanical congress which are held in Melbourne in 2011. The code is the set of internationally agreed rules and recommendations that govern the naming of algae, fungi, and all green plants. The scientific naming of plants, algae, and fungi has deep historical roots. A major landmark was the publication in 1753 of Linnaeus' Species Plantarum. Plantarum is the name of the book published by Carolus Linnaeus in 1753. The first code of nomenclature was Alphonse de Candolle, Louis de la Nomenclature Botanique in 1867. The system of naming organism is the first truly global scientific standard, predating even standard calendars and units of measurements. The code is amended every 6 years at the International Botanical Congress. that is IBC. The current code, the 17th edition, result from the 16th International Botanical Congress in Shenzhen in July 2017, and in this meeting was published on 26 June 26 June. In 2018. Now let us see next point, ICN principles. What are the different principles of International Code of Nomenclature? This division provides 6 principles which form the basis of system of botanical nomenclature. Now let's see one by one. These principles are: botanical nomenclature is independent of zoological and bacteriological nomenclature. The code applies equally to names of taxonomic groups treated as plants whether or not these groups were originally so treated. The application of names of taxonomic group is determined by the means of nomenclature type. This is the second principle. Third principle is that the nomenclature of taxonomic group is based on the priority of publication. Fourth principle is that each taxonomic group with a particular circumscription, position and rank can bear only one correct name. The earliest that is in accordance with the rules except is in specified cases. Scientific names of taxonomic groups are treated as Latin regardless of their derivation. And last principle is that the rules of nomenclature are retroactive unless expressly limited. Now these are some principles of ICN in division first. Now let us see some rules and regulations, rules and recommendations of ICBN. This division contains the rules distributed in 62 articles and recommendations. The names which contravenes or contradict any one or more of the above rules. An illegitimate recommendation deals with the subsidiary points. The object is to bring about greater uniformity in nomenclature. Now, this is division C, provisions for the governance of the code. These governance provisions for modifications are mentioned in 7 appendices. First is that names of hybrid and some special categories. Second one is that A nomina familiarum, algorum, fungorum, pteridophytorum, et fossilum, conservanda, et irrigenda. Third one, capital B, nomina familiarum, bryophytorum, et spermatophytorum, conservanda. Next provision is that third, capital A, nomina generica, conservanda, et regicienda. Next, fifth one, provision nomina specifica, conservanda, et regicienda. Sixth one, nomina utici regicienda. And last one, seventh one, which is denoted by the fifth, opera utiq appressa. These are 5 appendices split up into several sub-appendices and also indexes to appendices second to fourth one, as also subject index and finally index of scientific names. Thus, while the code proper comprising at all the 3 divisions, is governed by 104 pages. The appendices and indexes spread over 370 pages, 370 pages form the bulk of core. Of the 62 articles, are 3, 4 and 5 deals with the sequences of ranks of taxa. Those relative sequences cannot be altered. Effective and valid publication of a name are covered by Arts Article 29 to 31 and Articles 32 to 54 and Article 61 to H9 respectively. Now let us see. Next point is the concept of typification. According to principle second of botanical nomenclature, the names of different taxonomic groups are based on nomenclatural types. Thus, this means when species is described at a new, the author must indicate which is type of specimen on which the new species is based. In the case of species, the type is an individual specimen, which is a type of specimen on which the new species is based. In a small herbaceous plant, all mounted on one herbarium sheet, the whole sheet may be marked as a type. When specimen cannot be preserved, a figure or description may be a type. The type of genus is a species and type of family is the genus. Now this word typification involves the designation of nomenclature type for a name. A nomenclature type is a single herbarium specimen with one or more plants on it. The type method was adopted in 1930 as a part of International Code of Botanical Nomenclature System (ICBN) and established in one specimen idea. It applies only to families and all taxonomic ranks below it. It is also called label. That means division, subdivision, subclass, order, family, genus, and species. The type of name of species is the specimen, and the type of name of genus is the species. The type of name of family is a genus. A genus or a family cannot be described without simultaneous or previous description of included species. It is important to keep in mind that the type of specimen represents only a portion of variability that usually exists in the taxon. Now this is the concept of typification. Now last is there are some exercises are there, questions. Everybody have to solve all the questions under the each and every video. The textbooks are available in market from Nirali Prakashan. You can purchase the textbook of taxonomy of angiosperm or the both papers of botany. The questions are also given at the end of each and every topic in textbook. Now on the basis of our this topic we have to solve what is the long form of ICBN International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. What is polynomial name? These names are very previously used. What is ICN? English the principle of ICN. Add a note of principal priority. What is botanical nomenclature? Give its advantages. Explain the concept of typification. And last question is that describe the rules and recommendations of nomenclature. Thank you.